Good morning. I'm Aiden. Welcome to Elevenses. The screen just flashed.
Hello, I'm Christine. I've got pecan shortbreads.
Those ones just came out?
Yeah. Hence
the big mitt.
mittens.
Lovely. So good morning. Thanks for joining us.
For Elevenses with Friction Farm, a song and a snack from our new kitchen.
Our kitchen.
Our old kitchen.
From our old new kitchen. Our new old kitchen. In the new old-fashioned way.
So we have heard from the folks that live at our former house, and they saw Big Mama Bear.
Right on the path where little boy used to sit.
Right where she always is. So where she always walks by. And I'm super jealous that they got to see her and we did not. However, I'm thrilled that they were really excited and not at all scared to see her. And they couldn't wait to tell us. So
Pretty cool.
yay! I'm making pecan shortbreads.
They look tasty.
They do. I'm gonna show there's that one. That's awkward. They're maybe the easiest cookie ever. I don't know, lots of cookies are easy. But these are butter, flour, sugar, pecans. Done.
Complicated.
Complicated. Well, there's vanilla, if you had vanilla. But I can't believe, I don't know that in my entire life we've ever been out of vanilla. And we ran out of vanilla.
My sister Siobhan gave us a bottle that was like, Costco size.
But, yes, but I wouldn't have used
I can't
those.
believe we used it.
Well, also, I wouldn't have used that in the super, like cookies
The super
like
fancy.
this. Well, not as fancy, but where there's not a lot of ingredients, so you really, really taste the vanilla. But anyway. But all my fancy vanillas, because we were moving, I wasn't restocking. Because moving a little bottle like this, so hard. Yeah.
Oh, so hard.
Anyway, I'm gonna get some more of these in.
Excellent. I'm just wondering when I get to taste,
You're gonna burn your mouth, man.
Is that like that old commercial, you're gonna freeze your face?
No, it's more like you're gonna burn your mouth if you. Hey, where'd we go?
I put up comments.
Oh.
Can we have both at the same time?
I don't care. I don't really need to see myself. But...
Hey, Julie McCullough's here. You need to sing. Oh, does this have to sing for my cookies? Sing for my cookies?
Well, I think you will, as it turns out.
They're hot.
You
All right.
have to wait.
We'll sing for cookies.
All right.
That thing's still going?
Yeah.
Excellent. In they go.
It's much better if you chill the dough because it holds together better and they slice better. And I make squares instead of circles because, I don't know, because I do.
Why not?
So, in our new place here, we are observing No Mow May. Do you know what that is? So it is quite literally not mowing in May. We never had anything to mow, but we do now. We're flatlanders. Higher elevation and yet flat, just weird. Anyway, so I went through for a walk in the meadow yesterday, and it was just loaded with butterflies, all different kinds of butterflies. It's pretty exciting, and birds, but it was pretty exciting. So it's been a good thing to do. And we were in cahoots with our next door neighbor to this side. That in cahoots sounds so wrong, but also a fan of doing this. She's done a little pathway through, but otherwise just let it go to seed and flower and weed and all those things, which we think is spectacular. And I realized that we need to talk to our other neighbors about this because the former goat pasture is, 3 feet high. Which I think is lovely. But I don't want them to think that some sort of, hippie freaks have moved in here. Okay, I don't want him to think that it's a bad thing that hippie freaks have moved in here. And we should explain to him Aiden, that we will mow in June.
I'll go talk to him.
And I think it would be a good thing to do because people are kind of, quick to make assumptions and whatnots about it and opinions and whatevers about each other these days. And that's not necessarily a good thing. You were talking about some weird newsy thing. I'm just finding my beverage here.
Some weird newsy thing that said the Department of Homeland Security had issued a warning of some sort about small whack job groups,
radical hate groups,
radical fringe groups that are deliberately planning on disrupting things just because their day isn't going very well, I guess.
And while I think that they are quite a minority, I also feel like we let ourselves become a bit more divisive by not reaching out and making nice with people with whom we might not agree. Ooh, that's super loud.
It might not be.
Does it seem super loud to you?
Not really.
Okay. So, this is a song that we're trying to figure out what to do for Elevenses, and Aiden said, how about these days? And I feel like we play it all the time. But I realize we play it live all the time. And we have only done it once, I think, here on Elevenses.
Maybe.
We've never done it from this kitchen.
Pretty much this will be the second song from this kitchen.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to do this so that we can sort of see what we're doing. See who's on camera and who's not on camera. That sort of thing.
Sorry about the coughing. It's allergy season up here. I was done with it down there.
Oh yeah, by the way, all that grass and all that grass seed and all those, wow, the flowers here are fantastic.
We have peonies and roses, smoke bush,
mock orange.
magnolia.
What do you call that? Mock orange?
Mock orange.
Some cool stuff. Let's play a song. One, two, three.
Excuse makers, they could use a couple more hip shakers these days. These days. The skies turn dry and your crops won't thrive. Will you lock up your storerooms, sell all your grain for a price?
coffins of undertakers, willing heartbreakers, and thieving dream takers. We could use a couple more peacemakers these days. These days. These days. We could.
Cookie makers. We share like one brain cell at this moment. But, I was thinking that we must have done this more recently on 11s because, you know, with the Ukraine and I don't know. Just
We've
feels
not.
like, I believe you.
I keep a list
I do not.
because, you know, I don't want to keep crossing over and playing the same song every week. You guys might get bored. We might get bored.
Well, if we didn't know, we wouldn't get bored, would we? We can't even remember. So cookies, if you want. Well, you should put that down. Before
I'd like a cookie.
cookies. So we obviously told you that we've moved. Oh, I'm sorry, eat your cookie. It's gonna be crumbly, so put your hand under it as you bite it. Or get
Don't hang it over the keyboard.
Yes. I'll pair up
It's
with
all right. You might need a second one to actually, you know, validate
Ah.
that the whole batch is good.
So
But
yeah. Really like a stick of butter and some flour. Oh look, more cookies. So what was it? Oh yeah. So obviously we've moved. We
obviously,
talked about that a bit.
we're in a different kitchen.
And there's a lot of reasons for the moving. I have to say, for me, part of the reason is, I'm sort of off camera now. Here, I'll do cookies, more cookies. Is that I wanted to take a second shot at building a locally sourced, energy efficient house. Because why not? And how great that somebody else wanted ours, so they will be using less fossil fuel, etc. And part of it was that we wanted a bigger garden than the woods allowed us. So, ta-da. We also discovered that we kind of need a little bit more community than we had in our old place. Which is weird because I don't even like people. I mean, I like you people, but other people not so much. Anyway, but we discovered that that was a thing that we needed. Wanted. We'll see. I may regret that. We want to be able to do have a space where we can do more music and creative gatherings, where we can hold songwriter workshops and retreats, where people can come in and record, not like a formal fancy recording studio, but just, you know, a place to get down ideas or whatnot, in which they do not have to walk through our entire house to get to a studio. But yeah, just to be able to do all those things. And while we had a physical space that did this, that it was located in a place where people just didn't feel like driving to.
Yeah, it was a challenge to have more than one extra car on the property, if you will.
Backing up on a twisty dirt road? Yeah, what do you mean?
Backing through the trees, into the trees.
So this will, this will hopefully offer a lot of those things once we get a proper house built. Not that this isn't a proper house, and I feel like the most snooty, privileged person ever just uttering those words. It's a proper house. It's a small house built in the 40s. I imagine it's leaky as all get out.
We've only had to replace a few things, major things so far.
And by leaky, I don't mean the roof. I mean, you know, the windows and walls and the airflow. So there we go. Anyway, so that's why we've moved. It's going to be a new adventure that we'll share with you. So we'll start out in this kitchen, and then, you know, we'll be outside at some point in time, and then you'll get to view a construction site a lot, I'm sure.
I'd like to know if you all would be interested in following the build process as we go from, you know, ground zero, so to speak, up through finished product. Would you follow? Would you, you know, pay attention? Would it be worthwhile?
Yes. Does anybody care about construction process? But
I think it'd be interesting. I think we're going to do it anyway. So come
maybe
along for the
you'll tune
ride.
in. We'll set up a separate whatever channel on our channel.
12s.
12s. Yeah. Well, no, construction is more like 8s is.
Ooh.
I know. You remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crew like to work early because it gets hot. We'll start in the winter. Midday. Yeah, we'll get them conditioned to that.
We have a lot to figure out.
Okay, so we've been blah blahing a lot. It's been a long Elevenses. Thanks for joining us.
Indeed. And for some reason, I don't know what happened with the screen. The chats went down below, so we'll chat momentarily.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us for Elevenses.
I'm Christine.
I'm Aiden.
We are Friction Farm, and we look forward to seeing you right here next Thursday.
See ya.